Hi there, it's been a little bit, so I thought I'd go through some questions in a new Q&A. Jack Wilbane asks, seeing how DRG is already getting new weapons, if you could implement one weapon of your choice, what would it be? How would it function? Why? I think I'd want to see something like the Demo Man's grenade launcher from TF2, but as like a primary for gunner or something. I just really like how the arc of that weapon feels, and getting that right feels really good. The PGL kinda has that, but I just don't find it as satisfying as Demo Man in TF2. Aggressive Flower asks, how do you feel about the bottomless compressed gold mine that is the DRG meme community? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, in general, DRG's community is just really likable and just great. I try to add to that with a Funny Dwarf account on Twitter, link in the description if you want to go follow that. Gabriel asks, you have a very distinct and consistent audio style in your narration. What kind of mic setup do you use? I use a Shure SM58. It looks like every Rock Band microphone ever, but it's not terrible like a Rock Band microphone. And I have it hooked up to an audio interface and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain how I edit my audio in a brief manner. I could probably make a tutorial on how I edit my audio eventually, but if you're looking for a quick answer, maybe look up a tutorial on Audacity. It's a free piece of software and it's really powerful. ZTag asks, yeah? Yeah. Guard asks, what's your Jimmy John's order? I get a number 5 Vito with no tomatoes. I usually get pickles on it, and I get a side of Kickin' Ranch. Munchie asks, would you collab with Psychic Sploob? Yeah, he seems nice and he has good content. Bosco Enjoyer asks, what other games do you enjoy other than DRG? I like Minecraft. I like Picross. Been playing a lot of Going Under lately. I have a stream highlight on my second channel if you want to check that out. Plants vs. Zombies is pretty sick too. The Slayer asks, what is your opinion on some of the overclock and weapon changes in Update 34? Honestly, I don't think Update 34 is anywhere near as bad as people are saying it is. I wouldn't call it like a great update. It's okay. The main reason I wouldn't call it great is probably because there's just not really much to it, which they already stated would be a thing. For the balancing, I feel like I would have made the bad things better before I made the good things worse. I'm not a game designer, so like I might be wrong here, but I feel like it would have been smarter to just make the bad things good and then everyone would be happy that there's more competition. For the most part, things either stayed the same or switched to another overclock being way better than the rest, which is a shame, but like I don't think the game feels that different. I don't really like the changes to EPC mining, but again, I don't really know what the best decision is for it because if you change anything about EPC mining, someone will be upset. Nope is Hope asks, what's your favorite TV show and why is it Breaking Bad? I'm really bad at TV shows, but right now I'm watching Parks and Rec. I somehow have not watched Breaking Bad. I don't know how I've made it this far in life and not seen much of that show. I think I watched maybe 2 episodes. But yeah, I should probably get around to that. Tad asks, where did your logo come from? It's from a font. I just downloaded a font and pressed S on a keyboard and then added a nice little drop shadow to it. A few people don't know that it's like an S, like a cursive S. So I guess I failed on logo design there, but hey, at least it looks nice. Arminter asks, why you funny? I don't know if I'm that funny, but I do funny bits sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad you think I'm funny. That's good. 2 pounds of crisped grain ask, how did you get so good at editing? And also, what's your vid making process like? And a similar question from Tom asks, what inspired your art and design style for your videos? I use After Effects to make things more stylized and smooth. I used to make the whole video in After Effects, which is miserable, don't do that. But as of recently, I've been using Premiere and then linking it to After Effects and switching between the programs to kind of get a better workflow going, because just using After Effects for an entire video is not very efficient. For art design and style for videos, I kind of just go off of like what I'm feeling. For the early videos, I kind of wanted a grainy effect that's pretty much exclusively black and white. But looking back on it, I probably went a little overboard with it. Ever since the Bug Snacks video, I've just been bouncing between different styles, to make things more interesting for me making the video and for people watching it. If you want a more in-depth look at my editing process, I have video breakdowns on Patreon. If you support me, you can watch those. I also want to make tutorials, but I kind of struggle with it right now, so I'm trying to get it down. I'm not really used to teaching people things. I might just make those tutorials available on my second channel eventually, though. I think it'd just be better to put them out there for free so that people can learn from them. Bickle asks, what's your favorite class in DRG and why? My favorite class is probably Driller. I like his primaries. I like the drill arms and the satchels. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the EPC. I kind of prefer the Sabata. Henning asks, is the Hoxie's Underground Burger King going to have any hidden menu items? Yeah, if you order Carl onion rings, you'll get onion rings, but they're like covered in dystrum. So it's basically like a flaming hot Funyun, but just make it blue. English Mailbox asks, do you plan to do other games besides DRG like you did with Bugsnax? And Lupus also asked a similar question. Since Deep Rock won't be around forever and there's only so many videos you could make, what do you plan to do next? The short answer is yes, I do want to make videos on other games. And here's the long answer. I don't really have a plan for like a main game or anything. I don't know. I just do Deep Rock because I like Deep Rock and I like talking about it. I'm just passionate. With the style of videos I make, there's only so many I can make about Deep Rock. For the main series, The Blank of Deep Rock Galactic, I don't really have much left to cover. My next video is going to be pretty different from my last. It's still talking about a video game, but it didn't originate as a video game. And that's my hint. I also have quite a few video ideas that might end up significantly longer than the stuff I make now, like anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave it in the comments and I'll get to it in the next video. I think in the original Q&A I said I was going to do these monthly, but let's go with bi-monthly. I don't really need to do these every month right now, so every other month I'll do a Q&A is the plan. Let's see if I stick by that. Probably not. Thank you so much for watching this video. Rockin' Stone.